So that's where it turns me off at. I just wanted that to be clear. The combination of wearing a mask and then going somewhere and saying obscenities, which I really don't think that proves that really gets anything across. I think more effective is just to document, be as unobtrusive as you can be, which I'm guilty of not being unobtrusive. I'm very much in your face with a camera, but that's okay. So I don't know. I mean, I respect your opinion. At the same time, it's more the combination that just throws me off. You know what I mean? That just turns me off a little bit.
The only problem with wearing a mask, and why I didn't wear a mask, is you're not going to get the true test of your audit. You're just going to get reactions. Somebody's going to see you with a mask. Is he heading to that bank?
That's a great point, actually. That's another great point, actually. Yep.
And a lot of reactions. Again, if a cop came up to you with a mask on and just started calling you names, you're not going to be too happy. So if you're going to wear a mask and walk up to a cop, he's not going to be happy either.
Oh, I'll take it a step further. I love that. Great segue. You just set stuff up for me, and I love it, because I'll take it a step further. Even though I wear these sometimes, I'll take it. Hello. I'll take it a step further, and I'll say this. Many times, I will be talking to a police officer on camera, and I will be asking him or her badge number. And many times I will tell them, can you please remove the shades? Because there's something about looking in someone's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul, they say. And I believe, and I know this for a fact, that a lot of police officers hide behind not only their badge, right, their uniform, right, but also their glasses. I mean, that's a phenomenon which I've noticed, which I haven't really heard any other activists or whatnot speak on it, but I know that for a fact. And again, because people, this is a thing, there's always trolls. They troll you, they troll me, and you almost got to feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? There's losers out there that have nothing better to do. But they will spin, and they will, everybody spins to fit their agenda, And they will be like, oh, Davy V wears glasses. Does that mean he's not being genuine? I'm talking a person that's in a position to take your life, to restrict your freedom, to arrest you, to detain you, right? Mm-hmm. To break in your home, because they do all of the above and get away with it. Warrant or no warrant, they terrorize families. They terrorized me when I was a child, when I was a teenager. So my point is that, it's one thing to wear shades because it's sunny out. It's one thing to wear shades because you hide behind. So I don't know. I mean, but again, it's just something I wanted to ask you about. No. It's something that I noticed, and not trying to knock anyone down, but I come from a very old school, second generation activist. And my dad, Mario Vara, rest in peace, I often think, what would his reaction be to see some of these folks, cop watching and wear the mask? And again, maybe if they were engaged, then okay, you could tell they're really interested in documenting. But again, it's more the combination that I've seen recently on YouTube, and I'm not going to name names, where they're wearing the mask and it's clear they want to remain anonymous, but they do it so that they can say some disgusting stuff about to the cops, which, I myself have never done. I may be tough, I may be a little over the top, a little shrill with them, a little in your face, but I would never hurl those obscenities at anyone, let alone a police officer. That's just me. I mean, everybody's different and everybody does their style different, and that's, But again, that's one of the reasons why I don't subscribe, no pun intended, literally or in the figurative sense, why I don't subscribe and I don't affiliate with a lot of different activists and groups. That's just me,
Well, again, it's a full thing. They wear masks on our side to hide microexpressions. Cops are trained to read microexpressions.
Right.
Not as many civilians are trained in reading microexpressions, but some are, like me. And hiding behind the glasses, you're going to miss a lot of the microexpressions that cop might get off.
Oh, yeah.
The little doubts that they're trying to hide on you.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong, but I'll pretend I'm right.
Right.
And microexpressions will give them away. The same as if I sit here, big brass balls, but I really don't want to they would be able to read that too.
Right.
So why hide it? I just tell them, no, I don't want to get arrested,
right.
And I know I'm right, but you're insisting I'm wrong, so I'm just going to back out of here.
Absolutely.
And we'll let everybody else out here, mull over what just happened.
Let's walk a little bit. It's a beautiful place we're in. No, absolutely. I agree. Listen, Listen, switching gears a little bit. The question that a lot of people want to know the answer to. You have one of the most original names on YouTube. Even when I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then you kind of educated me. See, everybody can be educated and informed on what actually it means. So I'm not going to put words in your mouth.
Right.
Tell the viewers.
Well, I had the nickname from when I was little, Bullet. All right, from my dad. I was Dad's little Bullet. But as the years went on, my son and I, we played a lot of games. However, we weren't in the same house. So we played some online games. Soak'em was the game that we played all the time. And so we were seeing each other pretty much every day, but we weren't together. So when I got in the game, he came up with an in-game name for me. He used Bullet, and he knew I wasn't any good at the game. So he says, oh, I'm just going to call you Bulletsponge Bob. Bulletsponge is somebody who catches a lot of bullets. So in the game, at first, what I would do is just run out there and get killed, but he'd be able to see where everybody was shooting me from and then shoot them, and we'd win the game.
Right, it's one of the online, it's a military game, SOCOM, right?
SOCOM.
Yeah. Yep.
And we were really good at that. And eventually I did get good. I wasn't a bullet sponge anymore, but the original name for a bullet sponge is a meat shield. All right, and I didn't want to be known as Meat Shield Bob. So he's just a Bulletsponge Bob. And it stuck. Now, when I started auditing, I was playing my in-game name, and I was hanging around all the auditors, you know, making sure that they're safe and watching any live streams I can for them, make sure that everything's going copacetic. And I was using my in-game name, and then people started to get to know me. So then I says, well, I'm going to go auditing. I might as well create an auditing account. And I did, but I put down High Guard Guardian News, and I went back into the same chats, letting everybody know, yeah, this is really me, Bullet. And Furry Potato says, no, change your name back. So I stuck as Bulletsponge Bob because of Furry. Thank you, Furry.
Well, it's definitely original, definitely. Tell us about the channel a little bit. Tell the viewers a little bit about the channel. How long have you had it up? And overall, you know, like with mine, I've been trying to put a lot of different variety. You know, I mean, I just want to, and again, it's not criticizing anyone else. There's a lot of people doing this. There's some people who are genuine. There's some people, unfortunately, who are not. There's some people who have their own agendas behind it. I'm not knocking anyone. I do my thing, and that's it. That's all I can do is control what I do. But with that said, I'm trying to make my channel a little bit more varied. You know, in the 90s, I had a cable access TV show called Keep It on the Real, and it was more a variety show, but it had that theme. It had that main ingredient of police accountability. Mm-hmm. With you, what exactly are you trying to do with your channel? What other things, you know, and I'll put a link here along with that video we spoke about earlier about Lyons, New York. Where are you going with the channel?
Well, with my channel, basically I wanted it as a hub so everybody can find all the other auditors all around the country. And there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them that are on my list. So right off the bat, if you go to my channel, you're going to find in my subscribers all that I've subscribed to are auditors. So you can find all the auditors and follow them yourself, or others that don't know where News Now Cleveland is or News Now Ohio is, or how to get them. They come to my page, they find the links to their pages too. I only started it up 6 months ago, but again, I was doing this, basically getting in cops' faces, telling them they're wrong my whole life. And I see everybody, and I thought I was the only one until I started watching the auditors before I started watching Davy. You know, and he was the only one here in this state that I knew of. I said, man, he's all out here by himself doing this crap. So I was,
one-man show.
Yeah, just like, man, that's balls. That's another reason why I didn't go with the mask, because of his dad. It's like, things are easier now, and if they did it back then, you know, with just a camera and then take it home with no back.
I think it just has a stronger impact. Like I said, not to get back into that again, but I think even law enforcement officers, dare I say, maybe, I know it's a stretch, work with me here. Be easy on me, guys and girls. I think there's a better chance that they would even respect what you do. Doesn't mean they'll agree with it. Doesn't mean they're subscribed. Or maybe they are. They're just watching what you do. But I know personally several police officers, including some that I went to school with. Those kids that talked about being a cop, and before you know, they're on the RPD.